Let's take a look at the vibrance option from the adjustment. First of all, I'm going to take the copy of the layer. So use the move tool, activate the move tool, click and drag this, and now I have a copy of this layer. You can access the vibrance from this adjustment panel. Here the icon V, this is vibrance. Another way is you can go to here, click, and you have vibrance option here as well. Or you can go to layers menu and new adjustment layer. Here you have vibrance options as well. Let's click. I can rename the layer and make some changes if I want. Currently I'm just keeping it as it is and give OK. So here I will have properties, or you will have some pop here floating around. I have made this here to be fixed. Okay, so vibrance, if I increase the vibrance, watch carefully what happens when I increase the vibrance. Okay, now if I compare the before and after, I can just switch off the visibility of this adjustment layer. I can switch off this layer and see the change, that the color tones have improved for this image. Overall color tones have improved in this. So, and now if I bring down the vibrance, and now let's see what happens when I increase the saturation. You can drag, and just with a little bit of, you see 15 plus 15 I give, and it's already becoming the vibrance I give at 100. If I give more, the colors will start to bloat up and they will look oversaturated. It's not a good practice to do. We should keep the photos as natural as possible. So vibrance is a smart option. It gives a calculated increase in the color tones. It keeps the already oversaturated tones as it is and boosts up the color tones that are low in saturation. It's kind of a calculated increase in color tone, but saturation does not do that kind of job. It just brings up the saturation of the whole image. And you can see this, the color gets flattened at some areas. It makes it look unnatural. So that's the key thing, that you need to keep the image as natural as possible when you're editing. It doesn't matter what you're trying to do, vibrance, saturation, or anything else. Okay, now what I can do is I have next option here is mask panel. Here is the density of the mask. I can increase and decrease the density of the mask. Currently I don't have any mask, so it won't work like that. So to give a mask, I can use a brush, particularly black brush. Press D and you'll get black and white here. So opacity I should have 100%. Okay. To increase and decrease the brush size, you can use the square brackets, or you can go here and you can decrease the size from here, or you can just right click and you can get the option here as well. So this, I'll just increase the size a little bit here. Okay, I'll keep the color black as the foreground. Now I'll start painting on this. The difference is not very noticeable here right now. I'll just show what I did here. Just made a black mask here. So you can see the colors are boosted particularly on the background and not on the food. Okay. So now if I decrease the density now, you can see the difference. It's very subtle. Next I have option of feather. If I give a feather to this, it will give me a softer selection, softer mask. You have to alt click on this particular thumbnail, alt click. This is the mask I have made. Black means make it ineffective in this area, and white means make it effective in this area. That's invisible black and white is visible. Invert and it will give me a inversion of black and white. So if I increase the feather, You can see the edges are getting softer. Now if I go back, you can see that color tones of only sandwich are affected. It's giving me full vibrance. So you can see now it is very noticeable that the color tones of particularly sandwiches improve. So that's the use of a mask panel, very powerful option.